I'm Andy Hughes, your MEC Secretary and the Council 84 Captain Representative. I've been at Mesa since 1983 and I expect to spend the rest of my career here.
I've had the privilege for the past 5 years of serving as Andy's vice chairman. I'm certainly going to miss my friend's leadership, his stories of years past, and that laughter of his. Andy was the type of guy that poured his heart and soul into this profession and the ALPA organization. He truly bled ALPA blue. The only time Andy wasn't volunteering his service to our pilot group was on Sunday afternoons when the NASCAR race was on. Blue skies and tailwinds, my friend, on your final flight west.
I was honored to serve the pilots at Mesa on the MEC for several years. During my service, Andy led the MEC through some very difficult times. Throughout all of that, Andy was a steadfast advocate for pilots. His work ethic, his character, his honesty were an example to all. Andy possessed a rare ability to see and understand what was really happening and what was really at stake, and to communicate that to others. He was a loving husband and father and a loyal friend. He was a very warm person, and I'm sad that he is gone. He will be missed.
I worked with Andy Hughes under his leadership as MEC chairman. Andy's never-failing steadfast dedication to achieving the best for the pilot group served as a great example and inspired my ALPA service. He worked hard to bring our far-flung pilot group together. He understood with great insight the business model of our company and was moves ahead in the chess game of negotiations. He had a sharp wit, a ready laugh, and I treasured his advice. He will be missed.
I met Andy in 1996. I remember Andy most for sincere concern for people. You see, my wife and I have a son battling addiction, so when he called to share his diagnosis with me, I assumed he was just checking in, as he always did. I simply updated my family status as though that's why he had called. He listened, never making a call about him with no inkling of the horrible news he was about to share. I found some old voice messages in my phone from Andy, and it reminded me he always had the same greeting. Hi, how are you? Well, Andy, much better, having had you for a friend. You will be missed.
I first met Andy Hughes in 1996 when I was 12 years old. I got to fly with Andy later when I followed in my father's footsteps and became a pilot and flew for Mesa. About a week before he died, I had a conversation with Andy. He was reflecting to me on his desire to continue to help pilots and how he wanted to benefit the next generation of airline pilots. In line with his expressed wishes in that conversation, I've started the Andrew J. Hughes Memorial Aviation Scholarship Fund. We are currently collecting funds on GoFundMe to try to carry on Andy's legacy of pilot advocacy. Please consider contributing to Andy's legacy.
Is my hands even on camera?
Oh, yeah.
Where's my hands?
Andy, you should do the thing, right? Thing?
How's this? How am I doing?
You're doing great.
How am I doing? All right.
Perfect. You can do that the whole time. We won't say it.